for swinging by the channel, taking the time to check out my latest review. This episode here, I'm going to feature one from the Brewing Projekt. I've done a handful of offerings from these guys, the Brewing Projekt out of Wisconsin. This here is their Ssslurp. So they're calling it Ssslurp. They stress the S there. So cool artwork. Before we get into what it is, you just got the guy, the yellow guy with the purple hair, purple eyebrows anyhow, rocking the purple mustache and like a little mini version of him up on his shoulder, also slurping away on what appears to be a stout beer. Actually, when I seen this on the shelf and I grabbed it, I actually thought it was a sour. I mean, I don't know, this just screams sour style beer labeling, right? In my opinion, anyhow. I grabbed it and I was surprised to find out it is actually an Imperial Stout with milk sugar, raspberry, and cacao nibs, coming in at 5.6% alcohol by volume. And again, just very, very bright, eye-catchy, cool artwork. And the Brewing Projekt usually has stuff like that. The cups on there even have the Brewing Projekt logo, as you can see right there on the backside. So I am pretty excited to get into this. Now I've had it well over a month, and I figured, you know what? I wanted to get rid of my hop forward beers first, get a lot of those out of the way, let some of the stouts set a little bit. But I think it's time to get into this bad boy right here. Or is it a bad boy? Or is it a bad girl? I don't know. Well, it's time to get into this, crack it open, get a nose on it, get a nice look at it, and see what it's all about. So the Brewing Projekt, just solid all the time. They have some fantastic offerings from them, and I don't think I've ever had a stout from these guys. So looking forward to that. Look forward to this on a couple different levels, actually. And that's a nice, very nice dark. Nice darkness to that. Wow, it got a little bit of cascading in there. Very hard pour, very aggressive pour. But we'll get a little bit more in there. I don't know, but I'm already getting raspberry floating around in the air right here. So before we go any further, let's get a look at it. We got about 2 fingers, about a 2-finger brown, very light brown to a dark tan colored head on top of this. There are some larger, what I call fisheye bubbles popping away in there. Some other people might call them sudsy dish soap style bubbles popping away in there. But they are popping away rather quickly, and what is leaving is a very frothy, pillowy looking head up on top of this. And now we are down to about 1.5 fingers here. So I will let you guys try to get a better look at that. So that's what we're dealing with right here. Just a nice looking, almost cola-like color and appearance to this. It wasn't motor oil, and it still doesn't look like motor oil, although I can't see through it, but it's not that really thick stout, thick, dark, just opaque black stout. It's not that. The head's even dying down a little bit more, but it's still got this creaminess to it, at least in appearance. So let's get a nose on. Yep, I get raw cocoa. I get raspberry. I get like a charred coffee, almost charred maltiness, charred coffee. Almost like, you ever have the coffee pots, like, I don't know, like we got them at work. Maybe you get them at gas stations, and some coffee just splatters on the little heating base that the coffee pot sets on. Somebody sets it on there, it starts to burn a little bit, creates this like charred coffeeness. That's kind of what I get on this. But I do tell you, man, that raspberry in here, it almost comes across as a cocoa-y, almost chocolate covered, I want to say raw chocolate covered raspberry type of aroma. So I hope that's in the taste. So only one way to find out. Let's get a drink on it. Wow. Okay. Let me get another drink on this thing. That chocolate raspberry was nuts in the taste. So first off, body. Thinner, I'm gonna say approach your medium bodied mouthfeel. It's not a full bodied beer. It's 5.6%, so I figured we were gonna be in the lower side medium body, higher side thinner body type of mouthfeel to this, and that's about where we're at. When I drink it and I swallow it and I'm done, I get this, honestly, it tastes like chocolate covered raspberries. It's just chocolate covered raspberries is what it is. So not a whole lot else to it. There's not a big stout aftertaste. We get just a nice chocolate covered raspberry. And that's in the aftertaste. So hits the tongue. You get a little bit of a tart, which is weird for a stout, but you get this tart berryness, okay? Right at the beginning. As it flows through, that tart berryness you pick up actually turns into a full-blown raspberry taste about mid-palate. By the time it hits the back, you're starting to get that cocoa, that cacao nibs, that raw chocolate is starting to set in. By the time it's all done, swallow it down, exhaling, chocolate covered raspberries. Super impressed with this one here. This is the first stout that I've had from the Brewing Projekt. And honestly, I was kind of thinking, where are they going to go with this? Because they've got some really good offerings, and I'm like, where are they going to go with this stout? Their stout game is solid. They get their little flair to it, their little berry, sweet, chocolatey, fruity twist to it, and it actually somehow comes together and works out very, very nicely. Scoring this thing, no brainer for me. Listen, it's like you took a fruited sour, like I'm talking a fruited sour, heavily fruited sour, and you put it in a stout, mixed it together, and came up with this weird hybrid. That's what this is, and it's good, and I'm going to give it a 4.5. Heard that correct. 4.5 out of 5. This is super good. There's some guys out there that have similar taste to what I have, and I think they would love this as well. Hey, you're new to the channel. Become a subscriber. Join the club. It's what all the cool kids are doing. Drop a comment down there. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. Like always, thanks for watching.